Brandon Aiyuk is making headlines once again, and it's no secret that his frustrations with the San Francisco 49ers are boiling over. Recently, the talented wide receiver took to Instagram, and let me tell you, his words were nothing short of incendiary. Aiyuk claimed that the organization regrets the contract extension he received ahead of the 2024 NFL season. And another thing, you want to know why they really mad though? They mad because they stupid. Aiyuk declared in his video. They dumb. They mad that they paid me $50 million in 8 months and then voided my guarantees for 2027. And I'm about to be on a new team in 2026. Now let's break this down. On one hand, Aiyuk's confidence is admirable. He's standing up for himself and voicing his grievances. But on the other hand, it raises some serious questions about his professionalism and relationship with the franchise. The 49ers signed him to a lucrative 4-year, $120 million deal, but after just 7 games due to ACL and MCL injuries, the organization was left frustrated, not just with the injury itself, but with Aiyuk's subsequent actions. The injury was indeed a blow to both Aiyuk and the team's aspirations, but it was how he handled the recovery that truly irked the 49ers. Reports indicate that during his rehab, Aiyuk skipped crucial team meetings and shunned participation in team activities. This behavior led the organization to void future guaranteed money in his contract. Instead of confronting the situation head-on, Aiyuk decided to cut off communication with the team, a move that can only be described as counterproductive. The culmination of this standoff resulted in the 49ers placing him on the reserve/left squad list, effectively sealing his fate with the franchise. Now, Aiyuk seems eager for a release that would enable him to sign with another team. But let's not kid ourselves. The 49ers aren't in a rush to accommodate that request. As it stands, the organization is likely weighing its options, hoping perhaps for a trade partner to emerge. However, with the market being as unpredictable as it is, the most plausible outcome seems to be Aiyuk being released outright. As NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport recently pointed out, there's really no deadline to make a move at all. This means that until the noise surrounding Aiyuk's Instagram rants quiets down, this saga could linger, following us through the summer months. So, where do we go from here? It's clear that Aiyuk has talent, but his attitude and approach to adversity have raised serious red flags. This situation is not just about a contract. It's about the culture of the team and the potential implications for the 49ers moving forward. Fans, how do you feel about Aiyuk's antics? Where are you watching from? And what's your take on the current state of this relationship? The 49ers need to handle this situation delicately, as it could impact the locker room dynamic and their overall strategy as they look to build a championship-caliber roster. Transitioning now, let's delve into another pressing issue that's been swirling around the 49ers this offseason.
As we dive deeper into the latest from the 49ers camp, there's an important development regarding George Kittle that every fan should take note of. The All-Pro tight end is on the mend from the Achilles injury that sidelined him during last season's playoffs, and he's eyeing a return for the highly anticipated Week 1 clash against the Los Angeles Rams in Melbourne. This isn't just another game, it's a pivotal matchup that could set the tone for the entire season. Now, if Kittle does make it back in time, he'll be stepping into a fierce battle against none other than Myles Garrett. The reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year is a force to be reckoned with, a player who consistently alters the dynamics of any game he's in. Kittle acknowledged Garrett's immense talent during his appearance on The Rich Eisen Show, stating, "Myles is a fantastic player. He's an amazing football player. It just kind of changes up how you have to play against the Rams." This kind of respect for an opponent is crucial, but also highlights the challenge that lies ahead for the 49ers' offense. Kittle's insight into game planning against a player of Garrett's caliber is particularly noteworthy. He compares the situation to when the 49ers had to strategize around Aaron Donald, emphasizing the need for a focused game plan. "You make a game plan around him and make the rest of the team beat you," Kittle explained. It's a tactical mindset that highlights the importance of neutralizing game wreckers like Garrett to give the offense a fighting chance. The stakes are high and Kittle knows it. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite recognizing Garrett's game-changing ability, Kittle is not backing down from the challenge. "Like I said, he's incredible," he remarked. "But hey, we got incredible players too, and I love a great challenge. It's going to be really fun." This kind of attitude is what we need to see from our leaders. It embodies the spirit of the 49ers, resilience, and a competitive edge that refuses to shy away from adversity. Kittle's reflections on facing Donald in previous seasons serve as a reminder of the preparation required at this level. The 49ers coaching staff dedicated immense resources to devising plans to mitigate the damage Donald could inflict, often requiring multiple blockers to keep him at bay. It kind of put a smile on my face because I was like, they worked so hard this week, and they're giving us a game plan that has a really good chance to work, Kittle said, encapsulating the camaraderie and trust within the team. When you have a player like Kittle, who thrives on challenges and understands the nuances of preparing for elite talent, it can only bode well for the team's prospects. As the 49ers gear up for what promises to be a thrilling season, the significance of Kittle's potential return cannot be overstated. His ability to stretch the field and create mismatches will be vital against a formidable Rams defense. And while Garrett poses a significant threat, Kittle's confidence in his teammates and the collective spirit of the team suggests that the 49ers are ready to rise to the occasion. With the season opener fast approaching, it will be captivating to see how Kittle and the rest of the 49ers adapt their strategy to counteract Garrett's explosive play. The tension, the excitement, and the rivalry are all building up as we await kickoff. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we move on to our next segment, which will delve deeper into what this season could mean for the 49ers and their quest for the NFC West title. Entering the final chapter of today's discussion, we turn our focus to San Francisco 49ers slot cornerback Upton Stout, whose rookie campaign sparked interest and optimism among fans. Despite being picked at 100 in the draft, largely due to his undersized frame, Stout stepped onto the field as a full-time starter and made his presence felt with a solid 82 tackles. This is no small feat for a player of his stature, and it raises questions about how the 49ers will leverage his talents moving forward. Fans, where are you watching from today? Share your thoughts on Stout's performance and what you believe his future holds. To put Stout's rookie season in perspective, he recorded the second most tackles among all rookie defensive backs under 5 feet 10 inches who were drafted after the 75th pick. The only player to surpass him since 2000 was all-around Werner back in 2010. Werner achieved his numbers during a time when slot cornerbacks were not as integral to defensive schemes. That makes Stout's performance all the more impressive, as he excelled in a role that has become increasingly vital to modern defenses. When we analyze the history of cornerbacks drafted in similar circumstances, size, and production, it's both intriguing and a bit concerning. Since the year 2000, only 28 cornerbacks have achieved at least 40 tackles at a similar height and draft position. While the trend shows a growing acceptance of smaller, yet effective cornerbacks, 11 from 2000 to 2010, 9 between 2011 and 2020, and now 8 already in this decade, Stout's comparables are not particularly inspiring. Notable names like Jarvis Brownlee, who is traded and is now vying for a starting spot, and others like Tyke Smith, Mike Edwards, and Elijah Molden, who've transitioned to safety, paint a picture of uncertainty. Interestingly, while DJ Reed, Desmond King, and Jordan Lewis have proven to be successful slot cornerbacks after being drafted late, the reality is stark. The last significant hit in the slot position was back in 2017. This brings us to a crucial crossroads for Stout. The 49ers have recently appointed a new defensive coordinator, and with that change comes the potential for fresh perspectives. The question now is how this new leadership will evaluate Stout's talents compared to what Robert Saleh might have seen in him. Will Stout be treated as a long-term asset, akin to Lewis, who has solidified his place as a starter in the league? Or will he face a fate similar to Brownlee, who was shipped off during his second season? These decisions will undoubtedly shape Stout's trajectory within the organization. As we conclude this segment on Upton Stout, it's clear that his future with the 49ers hinges on the new coaching staff and their vision for the defensive scheme. The spotlight is on him, and as fans, we remain hopeful yet cautious about what lies ahead. Be sure to share your thoughts on Stout's potential and how you feel about the 49ers' direction in the comments. Remember to subscribe for the latest updates on your favorite team and join the conversation about the future of this promising cornerback.